Are you interested in selling your home in a hot market? Hi, this is David Roozroch, TKC Real Estate Guy. Let's just start with what's a hot market. Everybody think that the hot market is when we have a lot of buyers and inventory is low and we can sell the house quicker. The answer is right, but there are some pitfalls through that you need to be aware of. Number one, if you are selling your home in this market, the best way to do it is sell it as is. The property that are listed as is, they sell just as much as they sell if the house was fixed up. However, if you fix up the property or stage the property correctly, the chance of getting more offers on that is a lot higher. Why is that? Because it creates the wow factors. And people that see the house is already move-in condition, they are willing to pay more. Now, in the market that we sell, like for sale by owners that we decide to sell, like let's just say you have decided to sell the house on your own. The problem with that or challenge with that is in the hot market, you will get an offer. There's no doubt about that. And you can try. I encourage you to. What I think is the best thing to do is consult with your realtor and make sure if a staging is going to help you to earn 20-30% from the asking price. Normally in this market, we are experiencing between 11 to 13% over the list price. So inventory is low. If you are coming on the market, having a disclosure and anything relevant to the property ready to go are important. You know why? If you have a buyer that is ready, willing, and able to buy the property, wouldn't you want to be ready for them too? So having a disclosure done and also any relevant information about the property will help. Also, if I were you, I would consult with my agent and making sure if there's something else that I need to include for the benefit of the buyer. So the disclosure is more important things in your contract. So make sure it's done. But if you probably come on the listing side to go to the multiple listing and you're trying to sell the house on your own, you can do this. I'm not discouraging you to that. However, the chance of you getting an offer is pretty high. Yes, you can sell it, and all you need is just one offer, right? But what if you had, this market, if you know 10 agents in your market, each agent probably know about 7 people. That's 70 people for your home in short period of time. So which one is better? Selling a house on your own or having multiple offers that more than you think that is going to sell for? So that is also important. If you are going to hire a professional to list your home in this market, it's got to be someone that is been in the market for a long time and also help you with the not only the position yourself in market, the price of the home, the stage in the property, and the timetable that you expect the property to sell. And those are important factors for to sell the house. In this market, we don't expect the property to stay on the market for a couple of weeks. And you know what happens after 2 weeks? People think there's something wrong with the property. So staging is important, but also make sure the price is right. And another pitfall that I think people are mistaken, I've had this case happen to me that I sold a property $50,000 over the list price. And what happened was the next door 2 house down the street, they listed the house for $559, okay? But they end up getting less than a $525. And the reason being is my buyer was more motivated, the property was in the right location, and things like that. So it does make a difference of that. So don't think that your house it should be selling for that price. It could sell for more. So advise with your agent about this. I think if you have a multiple offer, I would have it in an Excel sheet if with your agent, where it would say about the listing price to sell price and buyer's name, approval, and all that stuff, the title companies and things like that. Because the seller, you as a seller, you want to see the market, how many buyers is looking at it, and how many are they really qualified. And let's talk about the qualification. Just because they make the offer, it doesn't mean they are pre-approved. In this market, we only look at the properties, we're showing the properties to pre-approval buyers, not pre-qualified. There's a difference between one another. Make sure they are pre-approved. And if they don't be disappointed, if your property gets on the market for let's just say a $30,000 over the market value and it doesn't appraise, it can happen. And it did happen to me one time. Fortunately, I had the buyers on that side, and then it worked out for the buyer. But when you list the property, there's other elements that improve the list price of the home, and one is the appraisal, one is the underwriter, one is about the there are the titles to the property too. So make sure they're all taken care of as far as that goes to do that. If in this market, I found out that a lot of sellers, they talk about, well, if I sell my house, where am I going to go? That's a great question. Where would you go in this market? Well, there are a couple choices that I think people don't think about it. Is in this market, most of the people that are moving to your or buying your property, most likely they are also flexible with you because they know they don't have much of a choice. So you can you can ask that closing time, couple months, 3 months, and to see what that goes with that too. So closing date is something that you and the buyer will make the decision on that. So you have to have all the answer to your questions before making a counteroffer. And a counteroffer to the property, it shouldn't take more than 24 hours. And why is that? Because it's holding the buyer, it's holding property, and it's holding the buyers that is actually making the offer, and he doesn't know if he bought the house or not. So 24 hours is usually the time because they want to look at another house if you're not ready to sell the house. So if you have your Excel sheet and you know what the price of the property is and what you're getting, about 10% or 2% or something like that, and you can just accumulate that and just see which one is the better term for selling your home. One thing is the that I think is important to know in this hot market. Even the inventory is low, you can expect the price of the home, more. I mean, the seller price of a home would be more than the list price. Yes. But right now, at the month of December and January, we are seeing the property are decreasing about 1.5% or 2%. Is that something to worry about? No. You know why? Because the market a year before that caught up with you for 13-14%, hopefully. Okay? So if you're losing even a 1.5% or something like that, it doesn't really affect that as much. You're still getting make money on that too. Choosing a real estate agent. Is your agent is someone that was referred to you, or friend of a friend, or friend of a family that you choose to work with? In this hot market, it is not about having a license and get the property sold. It's about knowing the market, knowing what the price is going to be. What do you have to do to get the maximum amount of money for the property, for the seller, for the property as well too. So I'm not saying the first time person real estate agent doesn't have it. Yes, they do. But if you are selling Maybe you want to interview 3 people and see which one will fit better. Not just the price, but the marketing plan. What they're going to do in the next 30 days to get your property sold. And that plan needs to be reviewed every week with your agent. So communication in having a listing agent is very important, and how you negotiate or she negotiate a deal, okay? And in this market, the agent that you choose for listing your property, they have to look at a few factors when the buyer's making an offer on the property. Number 1, are they willing, able, ready to buy the house? Do they have enough money? Are they buying the house as is? If they're not buying it as is, are they forfeiting the earnest money for holding the house or something? So there are a lot of stuff that you can do to make sure the buyer is going to buy the house. The problem is that if you lose the first buyer just because he wiggles, he get out of a contract or something, then the next one that wants to make an offer most likely going to say, there's something wrong with that house. So think about it. You can ask for money, you can ask for more, but make sure the market is there for you. Hopefully this will help you to get your property ready. And if you plan to sell your home, I'm happy to talk to you about market price of your home free and let you know if you need to stage the property or not. Thank you.